All right, I think we are live. Thank you, everyone who is already up in the chat. What is going on, everybody? So we'll let a couple people trickle in here. Basically, what we're doing today is I'm just going to do a little bit of a live stream. So for those of you who are pretty new to the channel, one of the things I've done for a while is I've opened my email up for anyone who wants to send me an email to review their gigs. And naturally, I've been getting hundreds of requests as the channel's grown. And I just want to make sure I'm doing my best to get around to all of these in a timely fashion to give you guys some tips and feedback. So I'm going to do a stream tonight where I've queued up about 10 or 15 Fiverr sellers who've sent me their gigs. I'm going to pull them up on the screen here, talk about them, give some feedback, and also answer some questions from the chat as we kind of go through this. So bear with me here. I'm using a new streaming software, so we'll see how it works. We got a couple guys in the comments already. Ilyas L. Maghrabi, what's up, my guy? He says, can you please review my gig? Short answer is yes. Long answer is if you want me to review your Fiverr gig, go to my YouTube channel. On the About page, there's an email address. It's MikeNardiTV@gmail.com. Send me an email with your Fiverr gig, your Fiverr username, and in one of these videos or in a dedicated video, I will review it once I get to it in my list. I go through every request in the order it was received. So do us both a favor, get that submitted ASAP, and I will review it as soon as I can. All right, so we'll go through a couple of the people in the chat. So we got Ilyas. Phil Pianist says hello. Phil, what's up, my brother? Thanks for joining the stream. In just a second here, I'm going to put my screen up and we'll start going through some of the reviews. Syed Hassan says, hat is charming and you're looking an improved version. I've seen you last time. Yeah, man. So I'm no longer doing streams from my iPad. I kind of got set up on a streaming setup. So, hopefully it's better than before. Thanks for joining. All right. So I'm going to get into this. So I'm going to share my screen here. All right. So everyone should be able to see my screen here. So basically, I got a bunch of the Fiverr profiles queued up here along the top of the screen. These are, in order of the dates that these people submitted their gigs to me for review. So I'm going to jump into each one. We'll talk about them. I'll give some feedback. And if you guys have any questions as I go through this, feel free to drop a comment in the chat. And between each Fiverr seller, I'll take a minute to answer some questions from the chat. So kicking things off, we're starting with Iqbal Asif 07. So for those of you who've seen these videos, I always like to start with the profile section here because a lot of the times Fiverr buyers will check out your profile. They'll check out your other gigs before deciding to actually purchase your gig. So Iqbal's got, nice professional profile picture. If you're new to Fiverr and you're kind of anxious or nervous about putting a picture of yourself, I recommend it. People like doing business with people. I think Iqbal's got an awesome picture here. And then his profile description here says positive attitude with best designer skills. So just from that, I'm assuming he's a designer. I think that's pretty descriptive. He's got 100 5-star reviews. So before I even get into your gigs, congrats. Seems like you're already doing a good job. So he's from Bangladesh. All right, and we'll read the description here. So, hi, I'm Asif, a graphic designer here in Fiverr. I have extensive knowledge and experience with regards to building creative infographic designs. I think to start communication is the key to achieve the best results. So let's start with hi. That's pretty good, man. I like that you point out here that your specialty seems to be infographic design. I actually have a couple videos coming out in the near future that talk about infographic design as a pretty lucrative niche to sell into on Fiverr. So I think you're doing something right. Also, I think to start communication is the key to achieve the best results. So let's start with hi. I think that's awesome too. Kind of inviting buyers to message you and see what you're all about and kind of qualify you. I think that's pretty good. One tip I do give everyone though is to maximize the amount of real estate you're using on your Fiverr profile. So this is great. You're getting orders, you're getting 5-star ratings. So if this is working, leave it. It looks good to me. All right, so jumping up. So it looks like his most popular gig is this real estate graphic design gig. Actually, it's funny. So he says creative infographic designs. I guess he's just kind of using that to describe just graphics in general. I typically, when I hear infographic, I think like business graphics that show statistics and stuff like that. But anyways, let's jump into this real estate design gig. So as always, starting with the title, creating a solid title and description that's optimized for search. You probably heard the buzzword SEO popping around is very important. So this one here says, I will design real estate flyer, banner, and postcard. So pretty good. If this is targeting real estate, I mean, I always take this with a grain of salt. If you're getting a lot of orders with this gig and you're happy, don't change what doesn't need changing. But if I were creating a gig targeting real estate specifically, I would kind of just keep that title simple and straightforward. I will design real estate flyers for your business. I will design real estate postcards for your business. I would, maybe split these up even into 3 gigs, because a real estate flyer and a real estate postcard are 2 different things, right? Real estate flyers, big kind of long form type of marketing that real estate agents use. That's one thing. And real estate postcards, totally different. They mail them out to people's personal addresses to try to drum up business. So I think you might be able to split this up into 2 gigs. I will design real estate flyers for your business, and I will design real estate postcards for your business. But if you want to keep things the same, this is good enough as is. Going into your portfolio section, so I like this. Yeah, this looks good. These are examples of real estate flyers. It looks like you've done these. These look awesome. These are postcards, really good. Again, postcards, business cards. Looks like you do awesome work. So I think this is a great portfolio. Normally, I see a lot of sellers who are new sometimes just throw up a ton of different work they've done in their portfolio. I think it's really good that you've put some really solid work that's, it's very clear you've been hired to do some of these. So I think it's awesome. Going into the description. So welcome to my real estate flyer, banner, and postcard gig. I will do professional real estate flyer, banner, postcard, poster, invitation design, brochure, DL flyer, trifold, bifold, door hanger, sign, rack card, roll-up banner for your event, activity, occasion, product, business, or promotion. Okay, wow. So this is like a catch-all gig, okay? I'm promising that you will hire me for every project in the future when we will complete our first order. I know what I'm doing. I just need a chance to prove my skills, okay? The confidence looks good there. Why you should order from me. I love including sections like this. So friendly communication, okay? Unlimited revisions till your 100% satisfaction. So I know a lot of sellers do this. I'm not a fan of unlimited revisions. I know that this can turn into certain buyers, situations where you're doing a ton of free work. I would maybe say, your satisfaction is my priority. 2 revisions included. Unlimited is a slippery slope, but if you're happy offering them, you do you. Custom designs as your idea or provided samples, okay. On-time delivery, okay, that's important. Extra attention to every single detail you provide, okay, attention to detail. High quality, modern design, 24/7 VIP support, all right. And after order services. I don't know what that means, but looks like you list 8 great reasons people should hire you. That's awesome. And then you put this same line from your profile. You think to start communication, the key to achieving results is to start by talking, and you start the conversation. I think that's really good. And then you just load this with tags. So this is the one thing that I think might be a little dangerous. Fiverr gigs have a tag section on the edit gig page where you can add tags. I know from my time making YouTube videos, different search engines and platforms, they don't really like if you just stuff a bunch of tags into a description. I don't know if Fiverr will ever take action on this, but I know from an SEO perspective, just listing a bunch of tags in the description when there's a section for that might be a no-no, but it's not a big deal. So Iqbal, overall, I think you have a solid profile here. You're doing great. You got 100 rated orders at 5 stars. It means you probably have well over 100 completed orders. And this gig looks awesome. Keep it up. Only big advice I give you is maybe consider not just having a block of tags in the description. That's just my 2 cents. All right, so moving on. Before we get into this next guy, so he actually doesn't have any gigs. I'm just going to read his profile and give some tips here. Going back to the chat for a second. So Flourish Skill says, hello, sir, from Nigeria. What's up? Abasa Israel says, hello from Nigeria. What's up? Hope you're doing all right. Hello from India, from Ankit. Hey, Ankit, what's up? All right. So a couple questions, and then we'll go into the next review. So Syed Hassan says, Mike, I'm facing a terrible problem of deranking. Although no order got canceled, no order went wrong, but the declining rank is troublesome. Okay. So I know a lot of people always talk about deranking. I don't know much about this situation. Like, I haven't looked at your stats or analytics, but fluctuations in views and impressions is normal. I have gigs that in the last month have gone from 2,000 impressions in a day to 500. That happens, and it could be due to many different things. Seasonality, it's back to school time in a lot of countries. People might be busy, a lot of reasons. If anyone's experiencing what Syed's experiencing, I would say wait it out, see what happens, see if it improves. If it doesn't over an extended period of time, consider tweaking your gigs. But if you've done nothing wrong and it's deranking, that could just be normal volatility. So I wouldn't really freak out too much. All right. So Abasa says, I also want to apply for the Fiverr Pro program, but I'm already a seller 21 days ago with 8 reviews so far. That's awesome. Fiverr Pro is awesome. So far, I've been in it for a couple months now, but there's no rush to get into it. I was a level 2 seller for a long time, and I was making great money doing that. So if you're not ready to apply, no rush. All right. Syed said, what should I have despite becoming a near level 2 seller in content writing? I don't really understand that question. Maybe if you could rephrase. All right, my buddy Richard Rahil says, hello from Canada. Hello. Richard's also got a channel on fitness. Pretty cool guys. Check him out. Wilson from Taiwan. What's up, Wilson? All right. So I'm going to quickly review Cam Ferdy's profile, and then we'll go into some more questions. All right. So Cam submitted his stuff to me for review, but I noticed that it's taken me so long to get to this that it looks like he removed his gigs. Well, Cam, if you're still selling on Fiverr, I'll give you my feedback on your profile. So love your profile picture. Solving problems is a work of art. Let's create a masterpiece. Cool. Doesn't really tell me what you do, but it's catchy. You're from Ghana. Cool. And you've been a member since last July. All right. So, hey, I'm Ferdinand. I am a reliable and dynamic individual who likes to assist others and get work done. I provide accurate transcription of video and audio. Okay, transcription services. Accuracy, attention to detail, and presentation are my hallmarks. Share my areas of expertise: audio and video transcription, video conversion and compression, word cloud art. Contact me and let's get this job done ASAP. All right, pretty good description. I mean, Ferdinand, if you're still interested in selling on Fiverr, I've said this before, transcription is a huge in-demand service with YouTubers and people creating content for various platforms online. If you can transcribe into a language that's in demand, you could make a couple bucks. So, I'd love to see people sticking with it. So I hope you haven't given up on Fiverr too soon. All right. Martina Gonzalez, hey from Argentina, just joining the live. Martina, thanks for joining. And for everyone else who's joined so far, this live stream is basically a stream where I'm taking a bunch of Fiverr profiles and gigs that people have emailed to me, and I'm going to try to review and give feedback on a lot of them in one live stream. The reason is I've been getting so many of these over the years. I'm probably, maybe 500 sitting in my inbox. I just don't have the time to make a dedicated video for each one anymore. So I'm going to try to do more of these so that I can still give you all feedback. I can answer some questions live in the chat, and hopefully, everyone learns something and, has some luck selling and making money on Fiverr. So yeah, Martina, welcome to the stream. Shahid, hello, Mike. Kindly review my gig. Shahid, If you haven't already sent me an email, you got to send me an email with your gig. And once I get to your email, I will definitely include it in a future stream. You can find my email on my YouTube profile. Ali Raza. So Ali's going to be one of the gigs I reviewed today. Yeah, he saw it queued up in one of the tabs. So welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. All right. So we're going to hold the questions for now, and we will review Maverick Ali's profile and gig. So I think this is kind of a dorky, funny profile picture. This little cartoon guy, almost like a little South Park character. But anyways, I'm a fan of headshots. If this is the closest you can get to a headshot, power to you, man. So you're highly collaborative visual identity creator. Okay, visual identity. That's intense. Okay. So I'll read his description on his profile, give you some feedback, and then we'll jump into his gig. So Maverick Ali here. I've worked with different businesses in creating unique, creative, minimal logos. I professionally collaborate with my clients to craft a perfect, simple logo. Okay, cool. I brainstorm words, associate images, sketch out all the possible icons, narrow down to the exciting ones, and then finally make it professional via the use of grids. All right. My style is predominantly minimalist, but I also create other kinds of logo. I'm also an MBA in marketing, which enables me to work with branding, allowing me to differentiate your business to make it stand out from your competitors. It's pretty awesome. You know, minimalist graphic designer. You can help people build their brand identity, and you have an MBA in marketing. You're an expert on marketing. So very good profile description. It's apparent that you have a very unique skill set that could offer a lot of value to people. I like it. Okay, so jumping into your first gig here. I will design simple minimalist logo. I think that's okay. I've said this in past reviews. In certain categories on Fiverr, especially logo design, which a lot of people talk about being oversaturated. I don't like the word oversaturated. There are a lot of people who sell logo design, general logo design. So while I think if you're talented and you can design logos, you should. I think when you're creating a gig, you should consider maybe making your logo design gig for a niche type of logo design. So like, for example, I will design a restaurant logo for your business, or I will design a social media logo for your business, or I will design a hair salon logo. Whatever it is, I think by creating a logo design gig specific to certain types of businesses, you increase the likelihood of you being found in search because you're ranking in a smaller search pool. So if someone jumps onto Fiverr and they want to get a logo design for a specific business and they type that into search, you increase the chances they find your gig. Simple, minimalist logo design, while it's awesome and I'm sure you do great work, there's probably like 20, 30, 40,000 gigs if you type in minimalist logo design. If you type in, I don't know, online business logo design or restaurant logo design, probably far less results. So that's my one piece of feedback for the subject. I would try to make it a little bit more niche down. All right, so looking at your profile here. I'll be honest, like some of this doesn't look, or I guess you're showing the process. Okay. From an idea to a sketch to whatever this is to the final logo. Okay. They're simple. They look good. Kind of basic, some of these. So I would probably try to, make a little bit more of a wow portfolio. Like this heel ID is pretty much just text with some slants in the I and the D, but they don't look bad. It's just, especially with logo design, you got to try to stand out, man. So I would maybe try to add some pizzazz to your portfolio section. Okay, let's read the description here. Looking for professionally done, simple logos for your business? Well, look no further. I create a modern logo that is minimalist yet cutting edge. Also, throughout the logo design process, I provide continuous consultation and updates to clients to ensure we are moving in the right direction. Active collaboration. Okay, that's good. Puts a portfolio link. All right, I'm a pro. I use design theory accompanied with creative skill to craft perfect logos. Firstly, I hand draw several iterations before turning it into vector graphics. And secondly, I make the logo professional and really sharp via use of grids and guides in industry standard vector graphic program. In a nutshell, my methodology on workflow is professional. Okay, people want that. I will remain fully connected to you throughout the course of the project to ensure you get the logo the way you want. I respond super fast. Please contact me if interested. So awesome description. I think the only things I would change on this gig here, maybe target a specific niche of logo design to increase your chances of being, surfaced in search. And then maybe add a little bit of a more, a portfolio that pops a little bit more and would be a little more impressive for a buyer really looking to be wowed. But overall, pretty solid gig. You got 5-star ratings. Keep up the good work, man. Thank you for submitting your gig. Quick little water break. All right, so before we get into the next profile, the stream's kind of filling up here. We got almost 20 people on. Thank you, everyone who submitted your details to me. For those of you who are just dialing in, I'm going to be going through a bunch of different Fiverr sellers profiles and gigs, give some feedback, some tips to help you figure out how to make more money on Fiverr. I'm going to answer some people in the chat real quick, and then we'll get back into reviewing Efrat's gig. So where were we? Prince PN from India, my Fiverr ID. So Prince PN, if you want your profile reviewed, you got to send it to me via email. I'm not going to be taking profiles from the chat. So Ali can't wait for my advice. Who do we got here? Ayush from India. What's up, Ayush? Thanks for joining the stream. All right. We got Robert Dish. Robert from Wisconsin. I'm a freelance copywriter on Fiverr by night and email marketing specialist by day. Love your channel, Mike. Rob, thank you for joining, my guy. I think Rob is actually one of the profiles I'm going to be reviewing today. So great to see a fellow copywriter on here. I hope you're killing it on Fiverr. Keep it up. And just one more question here from Rob. So good question. Robert says, Mike, how long does it take to realistically make $1,500 to $2,000 per month on Fiverr? Do you recommend a certain number of gigs and services? The goal is to move on from my 9 to 5 eventually. So good question. There's probably some videos on my YouTube channel that actually show screenshots of my progression, and I have a new one coming out soon. But I think when I started in February 2019. I think by May, June, July. By July, I hit my first $2,000 a month. And then by my second year, 2020, I think most months I made at least $1,500. Some months I think I topped out at like 30 something $100. And now in my third year, I'm a Fiverr Pro seller. Last month I think I did like 3,700. This month probably on pace to do something the same. I off the top of my head I don't know, but it's kind of linear for a while, or exponential, then it goes linear or flat while you're kind of finding your feet and progressing through the seller levels. But I think it's very realistic. Obviously, it depends on what you're selling. I sell copywriting services, so do you. It's going to depend on how well you differentiate the value you can offer and position your gigs. But I encourage you to look up other Fiverr sellers on YouTube. There are a ton of people making hundreds of thousands of dollars per year, $500,000 per year. I'm sure there's people who make more than $1 million per year. It all depends on your abilities, how hard you're willing to hustle, and how well you're able to portray the value you can bring to your clients, and then it's just wash, rinse, and repeat from there. Deliver great work, make your clients happy, and Fiverr is going to reward you for that, because that's what they want. They want happy buyers and happy sellers. All right, so next review is Efrat from Israel. So don't limit your challenges, challenge your limits. I like it. And really nice headshot. Big fan of headshots. Nice smile. People like working with people. So first tip for every profile, if you don't have a headshot of you, but you have an iPhone, you have some lights in your house, get a headshot. Do it yourself. Get someone to do it. It makes a big difference. All right. So her description here, my name is Efrat, and I'm a visual media creator and editor. I have over 14 years of experience. Please feel free to contact me. I take pride in ensuring that my customers are satisfied with my work at all times. Hire me and get excellent high quality service at great price in a very short time. So that's pretty good. Only thing I would comment on this is you say you're a visual media creator and editor. That doesn't tell me, if I were a buyer, what you can do for me. So maybe, like, this is written really well. Maybe add a couple lines to explain some examples of the types of services you provide or some of the types of situations you can help. I think that would go a long way in helping people who find your profile say, hey, I know what Efrat does. I'm going to check out her gigs. But overall, really good description. I think it's good. Okay, so jumping into her gig. So I guess we'll take this one here. This is the one with all of the ratings. So just for YouTube, I'm not going to play any profile videos at this time, just in case there's copyrighted music on it, but just a heads up. So starting with subject, I will professional edit your travel vlogs, family, and YouTube videos. So a little typo here. I will professionally edit is probably what you want to say. Your travel vlogs, family, and YouTube videos. So I think this is okay. I think you could probably narrow down the keywords you're targeting here. But I mean, you have an order in the queue. If you're happy with the impressions and the clicks you're getting, you might want to change this. But if I were to change it, you could do something like, I will professionally edit your YouTube videos. That's probably the most searchable keyword subject line that you can use for here. A lot of YouTube creators, a lot of people looking for editors on Fiverr for YouTube videos. I would probably go with that. And then in the description, say that, you can also edit travel vlogs, family videos, YouTube videos. That's my 2 cents. All right. So these are all videos, just for sake of not having any copyrighted music start playing. I'm going to assume you do a pretty good job. I did actually check out her website before this live stream. She's a professional. So she does great work. And that's a big part of the Fiverr journey, is being able to do great work. So description here. Please contact me before ordering. All right. So that's good disclaimer to put front and center. That's actually for certain types of gigs or services. It's important. You don't want someone to order a gig, have misaligned expectations, and then end up not being happy. So if that's part of Efrat's process, it's good that you put it there. All right, so video editing is when you get to put all the pieces of the jigsaw together. Any first-time filmmaker who thinks that they have done all the hard work after they've finished shooting their movie is in for a surprise. Editing is a real art that demands as much patience and hard work as it does skill. I totally agree with that as a newbie YouTube editor. Don't worry anymore. Let us professionally edit your travel vlogs, family, or YouTube videos today. About me. Hello, I'm a professional visual media creator and editor with years of experience. I will include visual and sound effects, transitions, professional titles, stabilizations, adding music, and other effects to create an engaging clip. I am also well known for perfect quality and a quick turnaround time. All right. Our services: adding text, motion graphics, professional color correction, visual effects, animations, music, sound effects, audio enhancement, 1080p, sound sync, color grading, color correction, green screen work, cinematic effect, and so much more. So what are you waiting for? Order now and get viral, engaging, and original effects that will take your video to the next level today. I think this is an amazing description. Only thing that stuck out to me is, why not 4K? If you can, 4K is kind of really quickly becoming the standard. I would, if you can do it, add that in there. But overall, this is a fantastic description. And looking at your first gig here, starts at $230. Oh, and there's what's included: color grading, but it doesn't say how long. So I guess that's why you're asking them to contact you before ordering. I would maybe, instead of saying less footage here in each of your packages, say how much footage you're willing to edit, up to 5 minutes, up to 2 minutes, whatever it is. I know you say contact me first, but some people aren't going to contact you first. And as a seller, we don't like canceled orders. So if you can just put a little piece of detail around how long each package is for an edit, that would probably save you some headache down the road. But overall, Efrat, amazing profile. I know you do great work. Don't really have much tips here, other maybe for the subject, kind of cut out travel vlogs, family, and just say, I will professionally edit your YouTube videos. I think that'll draw a lot of people in. Then in the description, it says that you can edit all of them. So you kind of lay everything out on the table. That's good. Only other thing here, add maybe 4K. If 4K is something you can do. And then in your packages, I would specify how long of an edit each package covers. But overall, awesome work. All right, so I'll get into some comments. I'm just going to take a quick sip here. A lot of talking and get thirsty. But yeah, so what's up? If you guys have just dialed into the stream, welcome. I'm going to be doing these more often where I'm reviewing a bunch of Fiverr sellers, their gigs, their profiles, and giving tips all in one stream to help me get to more of your gigs and provide some feedback to more of you faster, because I know some of you have been waiting some time for this. So I appreciate you guys for submitting your stuff to me. So Ayush, can you please let me know how I send my gig to you for the review? So on my YouTube About page, you can find my email. It's MikeNardiTV@gmail.com. Send me an email, include your username, and explain to me which gig you want me to review. And if you want to include some fun facts, that would be cool. And I will get to it when I get to it in my email queue. So good question. So App Vector says, I'm Atep from Indonesia. Atep, welcome to the stream, my friend. We got Sasha Studio, Shahid from Pakistan. Shahid, welcome to the stream. Another Shahid says, kindly review it and advice for improvement. You got to email it to me, my friend. Email me your profile and I will get to it as soon as I can. And then we got Robert again. So Robert says, do you ever notice a big jump in impressions, but the conversions and orders don't match up? Could be a million different reasons, but was just wondering if you or anyone else has noticed this from time to time. So that's a great question. The short answer is yes. As recently as this month, I've had a couple gigs that have just absolutely spiked in impressions. Excuse me. Both gigs that are, promoted gigs that I'm promoting through Fiverr, or gigs I'm not promoting. Throughout the year, I'll get days where the impressions really spike up and clicks don't necessarily align. And like you said, this could be anything, like a lot of different search engines, comparing this to like YouTube, Google, they might be trying to serve up your gig to a different target audience to see how well it performs. And that's a good thing. That's Fiverr algorithm, trying to work for you. But if it's not resulting in clicks, it might mean that either your subject line or your thumbnail isn't effective at getting that audience to click through to your gig. Whether that is something you want to change, it's up to you. But overall, my kind of philosophy here is if you're getting clicks and impressions, I wouldn't really change much unless you have like a really terrible thumbnail and it could use some love. That's just my 2 cents. But yeah, impressions, they can be all over the place sometimes. That's a really good question, Robert. I wouldn't freak out. I wouldn't panic. See how it goes over a couple weeks, months, and make a decision after that. Good question. Good question. So I'm going to get into the next review here. I got a bunch queued up. So we just did Efrat from Israel. Thank you. All right, look at this stud. We got Camel Marketing. So great profile picture for those of you who just dialed in. This is going to be a theme here on your Fiverr profiles. Have a headshot if you can, a professional headshot. I think it goes a long way, especially with Fiverr where you're selling to a global audience. You want to make the best impression you can. So I think that's a great headshot. My expertise is your profit. All right, straight to the goods. He is saying that if you work with him, he will make your business more money. That's pretty good. And it looks like he's been doing a good job. He's got 46 5-star ratings. Pretty impressive. Keep it up, man. It's from the UK. I'm going to read his description. And he's got a bunch of gigs here. So I'm going to pick one of his most popular gigs and we'll review that one. So down here, the description. Hello, pleased to meet you. I am passionate and enthusiastic when working with new customers. I have graduated with first-class honors BA in marketing. I have been studying and applying theory to practice at the same time. I have 4 years of experience in digital marketing and sales with 3 years of experience in market research. My mission is to help startups and businesses succeed and reach their targets. I always keep ahead of deadlines and work hard to gain your reputation and respect. I provide my customers with honest work that will help them develop their business. So, I have a feeling I know what you do here, but my only piece of advice here is you talk a lot about you being in marketing, BA, work in sales and marketing, but the profile doesn't mention anything about what you could help your clients with, and I know your gigs will, but that's something I always try to do is in my description, I try to use some of that space to tell people how I can help them. I can help you build successful marketing campaigns, help train your sales team, whatever it is. I think it's important to have at least a line in here to let people know. But great little profile description. And this is pretty cool. Speaks English and Japanese. That's awesome. So he can be an asset in many continents. That's pretty cool, man. All right, so I will create perfect pricing strategy for a new business. So I don't get echo here. Let's see if this will work.
At some point of your journey, you must have asked yourself one question. Are my prices all right? A good price can be a difference between success of your brand or failure. Hi, my name is Campbell, and this is a pricing plan that boosts your sales.
Okay, cool. So I will create a perfect pricing strategy for a new business. I think that, and sorry guys if it echoed there, I think that's a great gig to offer. So I actually offer pricing strategy and pricing review as a gig extra on some of my gigs, but I think this is an awesome gig. And the gig title, I would create perfect pricing strategy for a new business. I think that's awesome. Pricing strategy, I think, is probably the keyword people are going to be searching for. I think this is good gig title. And, I love the little video walking out from behind a column. I think the production value there, you're wearing a nice little vest, got the sleeves rolled up, looking good, man. I think that's a good video, good gig video. So into the description. Welcome to my gig. Return on investment guarantee or money back. Whoa, okay. I love the confidence, but ROI guaranteed. My friend, as someone who's had sales and marketing experience, you should know that nothing is guaranteed in sales and marketing. Just that one line, I would remove money back guarantee because I've been doing sales and marketing and copywriting for a long time. Nothing is guaranteed. A campaign could fall totally flat with a certain target audience, and then your client's going to be chasing you down for the money they paid you. That doesn't sound fun to me, but that's my cautionary words of advice for that. All right, so product price can be a difference between acquiring a new customer and letting them slip. It can determine whether or not they're going to improve your business returns and reach your financial goals. Pricing that is done without professional help can be what decreases your sales drastically. This is why I am a perfect solution for you to secure a competitive advantage. Okay, that's awesome. Why you should buy this gig. Pricing plan is only tailored to your needs. Thanks to my insight, you gain an inside-out analysis on your prices. I think that's cool. You get a well-thought-out, based on experience and education pricing strategy that improves your sales. So that's awesome. I think the why of why people should hire this gig is clear. You obviously know what you're doing, and for a lot of companies that are going to Fiverr to get this type of work done, a lot of people probably don't have the skills you have. So I think you're offering a lot of value here. And so far, this gig description is doing an amazing job showing that. So my job routine, gathering information about your company, communication with you is a key factor. Okay. Researching the market and industries you are in. Good. Researching competitors and their best practices. All right. Competitor analysis. That's key. Outlining perfect customers and what their spending power is. That's good. Secondary data collection and analysis, methodology on pricing and analysis of various pricing methods, and outlining best practice methods for your products or services. So this is an awesome gig. And, it looks like you're doing this for a steal, less than $200. I think this is a fantastic gig description. The only thing that gave me a little bit of anxiety was you guarantee they have a return on their investment. And I know you could probably argue that for such a low cost, that wouldn't be too hard to do because most of the companies you're working with, one sale is probably worth more than this. But money back guarantees, like, oof, I'm a freelancer. My time is valuable. I do my best on every project. They might work, but we might have to tweak it and change it down the road. And that's going to be paid work. That's my philosophy. But solid gig. You have a killer video. I love that this video is awesome. And it looks like you're doing well with this. I would keep up with this gig down the road as you kind of, feel out how many orders you're getting, I think this type of service is worth more than what you're selling it for. Of course, I haven't done an analysis of what other Fiverr sellers are selling this for, but you seem to be the real deal. So solid gig, really great production value and all of this. Only thing for me is the guarantee. I don't like guarantees because sales and marketing is a changing target all the time. But anyways, great gig. Thank you for submitting it. All right, going to the chat. Let's see. Do we got any more chat? So we got Yassine. So Yassine, thanks for joining the stream. I can definitely review your Fiverr gig. You will just need to send me an email and I will review that email as soon as I can. And probably in a future live stream, I'd be happy to review your gig. So go to my YouTube About page. My email is listed there. Shoot me an email, leave me your username and which gig you want me to review, and I'll get to it as soon as I can. Thanks for joining the stream. All right, one more comment. We'll go to the next one. So App Vector says, thank you very much for all the videos you upload to YouTube. Make my income increase. And watching all the tutorials you gave about Fiverr success, always for you. Thank you. Thank you for the very nice comment. I'm happy to hear these are helpful. When I started doing this a few years ago, I had no clue that I'd be able to help anyone, but it is awesome to see that people are making money. And actually, one of the guys I'm reviewing today sent me a screenshot of his earnings. My dude has made over $2,500 US. I'm not going to say the name, but you know who you are. Congrats. Good work, man. Keep it up. I hope you all keep crushing it and making money on Fiverr. All right, one more comment rolled in, then we're going into the next review. I'm kind of going slow here. Nick Photography says, hey, Nick, what's up, my friend? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. All right, so next guy on the list is someone I've seen in the comments a lot, Syed Hassan Zaman. Syed, thank you so much for being so patient. I know you submitted this to me a while ago, but happy to review your gig. So getting right into it. Profile picture looks good. I love headshots. Looks professional. I like the brick backdrop. A thought-provoking writer whose words sell. I think that is a good profile tagline. Description. Hello, my name is Hassan, and I'll craft your spectacular articles and blog posts. Impactful B2B and cold sales emails, resonating about us page, micro copy of your website, results-driven sales copy, and SEO-friendly product descriptions. Be ready to take your project completed. For me, your satisfaction is a priority of a professional and a 3-year experienced writer. So let's start your project today. Best regards. This is awesome. This does a lot of what I've been telling to some of the other sellers on the stream so far. Is I'm reading this description on your profile, and if I were a buyer, after reading this, I know exactly what you can do. You list that you're a writer, you tell about some of the things you're good at, how you can help. It's descriptive, it's short, it's not too wordy. It's awesome. It's what I would expect from a writer. So really, really good. All right, as for which gig we're going to go, I'm going to go at, obviously, SEO. That's a big thing right now. I'm going to go SEO content writer because that's probably something I'm most familiar with. So starting with the subject, I will be your SEO content writer for your website. SEO content writer. So I would probably rearrange the words here to be a little bit more made for search. I will write SEO optimized website content. I think that would probably rank better, achieve the same goal, but rank better in search. That's my advice. I will be your SEO optimized website content writer or SEO optimized content writer, whichever you like. But I think that would be a little bit more of a banger than what you have there. So in your pictures here, content writer that engages visitors and enhances traffic on your website. Simple, to the point. It is what it is. You're a content writer and you're explaining really well what you do. So far, I think this is really good. All right, this is where the money is made. Let's read this. Hey there, welcome to my website content writing gig, which less belongs to me and more to you. I know website content not only needs to be unique, but resonating also. That's why I'm here to assist you in your content writing and article and blog post writing. How you can stand in distinct, how you can create your leads and can make your business prominent and heart-touching. Writing quality website content is not enough unless and until it's SEO optimized through valid and workable SEO strategies. I'll apply all the techniques from suitable keywords to the Yoast SEO to enhance the visibility of your business in Google search engine results page. With 3 years of content writing experience, I possess the qualities to expand your business in millions of other businesses online. My services will include homepage content, about us page, landing page, product page, services page, company descriptions, and other. My handwritten, well-researched, unique, SEO optimized, and meticulously crafted website content will make your business distinct. When a professional writer will become your partner, it will make a difference for your website content. Get in touch to expand your business. All right, Hassan, awesome description. There were a couple of areas where, I'm going to make the assumption maybe English isn't your first language. This is awesome, but there's just a couple of things that, to me, as someone from Canada, I don't speak the best English, but I stumbled on a couple pieces of this. Overall, I think it's fantastic. I think you're a very talented writer. I think this gig is fantastic. I'm a little critical on this just because, I want you to make the most money possible, right? And obviously to do that, I want you to be able to sell to anyone. And I think you can. I think your prices are very fair. I would maybe give this a 1 over, see if you can spot what I'm talking about. Like, how can you stand in distinct? How can you create loyal leads and make your business prominent and heart-touching? Blah, blah, blah. Let me just tell you where I'm thinking. Like things like, I'll apply all the techniques from suitable keywords. That's great. To the Yoast SEO. It's like, I would just say to Yoast SEO to enhance the visibility of your business. With 3 years of content writing experience, I possess the qualities to expand your business in millions of other businesses online. So that would be, I possess the qualities to expand your business to millions of other businesses online, or get your business in front of millions of other businesses online. Little things. This is fantastic. Really good. But those are some of the ways I would improve this. Overall, the content is fantastic. You include everything you need to include. I think your packages make sense. Great picture, great subject line. Maybe tweak that to say I'll be your SEO optimized website content writer, or I will write SEO optimized website content. But overall, fantastic gig. Thank you so much for submitting it. I hope you keep crushing it. Really happy to see you on the stream. I've been seeing you on this channel for a long time and just really happy to have you here. So thank you. All right, moving on. We got Lone Helen. So Lone Helen is a professional Norwegian translator, and she's got 379 5-star reviews. That is all. She might have more 5-star reviews than I do, which kind of makes me be like, should I be giving you advice? But, I'll do my best. You're doing an awesome job. Keep it up. So Lone is from Norway, obviously, and she's a translator. Let's go to her description. So providing value, bridging the language gaps, and helping brands and companies market and sell in Norway or to Norwegian customers or consumers. Highly experienced translator with hundreds of orders and testimonials from clients loving the value it gives them. The best part, your satisfaction is my top priority. Let's have a chat. Send me a message. Fantastic. I think this one's pretty straightforward. Translator is pretty straightforward. You have a ton of ratings, so I'm going to assume everything's going to be awesome on your gig, but we're going to go with your main gig. I will translate English to Norwegian fast. So she's got 2 orders in the queue. She's got the little repeat buyer badge. That's, one of my recent videos, I talked about repeat buyer subscriptions being something I think Fiverr's really pushing. So the fact that you have this badge means you're doing something right. Fiverr probably really likes that, and I would guess that you're getting a ton of impressions lately. So that's a really awesome sign. Great thing to see right off the get-go. Subject line is obviously really good. You have 343 5-star ratings. I'm not going to tell you much about optimization here because you have 2 orders in the queue. You're doing something right. Great picture here. As a translator, how do you portray translation in a portfolio? I mean, it looks like you have some audio clips here that I'm not going to listen to, but you got a nice headshot of yourself, quality translations from a native speaker. It's straightforward. It's obviously working. So good job. All right, into the description. So when quality is important, translating your content is one of the most efficient ways of reaching potential customers to sell your products and services. By now, you've been looking for an experienced native Norwegian translator, right? I'm an English to Norwegian translator that creates value and gets your messages across thoroughly and accurately. Creates value. I like that she bolded that. Value is so important when selling on Fiverr. Working with me, you will see that I keep my promises with fast and accurate delivery to reasonable prices. I'm humbled to have worked for some of the top companies in the world: McDonald's Corporation, Wells Fargo, the Coca-Cola Company, to name a few. Pretty big, awesome few. Good job. What you can expect when hiring me: reliable and trusted translator with numerous repeat customers. Cool. Premium quality content. I will write professional, engaging, and maintain your unique voice. All right. A professional translation that creates value for you and your business. Clear and open communication, where my top priority is your satisfaction. Your go-to translator for Shopify and Amazon product descriptions, social media posts and emails, blog posts and articles, resumes and cover letters, books, websites and apps, and more. Looking forward to working with you. You guys know what I can say. This is a fantastic gig. She has so many keywords in here: Amazon, Shopify, social media. She kind of hits everything she can translate. She's obviously done some killer projects with some huge Fortune 500 companies. Like, I don't know what else you would want hiring a Fiverr seller, right? Like, you have some killer experience. This is fantastic. And these prices are like so low. Like, you could probably up the prices here if you wanted to, but I mean, I can't really tell you to change anything. You got the people are coming back. This little badge here is really important. I think that's gonna, in the next year, I think having that badge is going to be a really big differentiator for a lot of sellers. Everything looks good here alone. Thank you so much for submitting your profile to review. I'm, so happy to hear that I can help someone like you, and you're watching my channel and you're so obviously successful. So keep up the great work. I think this is a fantastic gig and a great profile. So good work. All right, we'll do one more, then we'll jump into some more of the chat. So this guy, Art Express, nice picture. I feel like this guy kind of looks like me a little bit. Good looking dude. Illustrator and graphic designer. All right, he's from Morocco. Description: hi, I'm a professional logo designer with vast experience in logo design. For any kind of logo needs, just message me with requests and I'll do my best to help you. Looking forward to working on your project. Simple, straightforward. Normally I would say include as much as you can here, but if you're just a logo designer, that's all you do, that's your bread and butter, this is straight and to the point, and I think that accomplishes what you want it to accomplish. So we're going to go with the main one here. I will create vintage retro logo design illustrations. All right, so when I hear vintage logo design, this is kind of what I'm thinking, like the Canadian swamp donkey, like little dive bars in the wilderness of Canada. Like, you got the salmon, deer rack, old car. I think you do some cool work, and I think what you describe this as, vintage retro logo design, I think you do what you say you do. And I'm just looking at some of these, and I feel like these would look great on like barber shops. There's like some like really retro vintage barber shops in downtown Toronto. I think would love this type of stuff. So really good portfolio. And I think your subject line is pretty bang on. That's what I would probably use. Getting into the description. Hi, and welcome to my logo design gig. Are you looking for a retro vintage style logo design for your business, product, farm? If yes, let me take this great opportunity to give you a warm welcome. I'm capable to provide you a professional service with many years of experience as an illustrator and graphic designer. Please check my certificates on my profile. There are 3 different packages that I offer for a logo, and each package includes different number of concept, timeline, and different file formats. So please make sure to choose the package that you think best suits your needs. What I'm providing: professional illustrator and graphic designer, original and unique concepts, never using stock art. That's an important one to highlight. Express delivery within 1 day, printable and high res, quick response, great communications, unlimited revisions. Ooh, that's the one I hate. Unlimited revisions. That is like danger zone when I hear that. Same with like money back guarantee, but it's up to you. What do I not provide? Complexy design, or maybe that's just a type of complex design. Hand drawn or porn. Okay. Important to point out. Multiple styles: hipster, vintage, retro, minimal, modern, signature, luxury, text, badge. Have more questions? please message me to get a free consultation. Let's put our minds together. I think this is great. I think you do great work. I think this description is super clear. I think it's personal. You outline everything you do. I think it's pretty important that you pointed out. Where did you say that? That you never use stock art or templates. Like everything is going to be original, which I think a lot of brands hiring you are probably going to want. I think this is a fantastic gig. You know, obviously you're doing great work. 68 ratings, 4.9, level 2. Great work, man. Thank you for submitting your gig. Keep it up. Let me know how it goes. All right, next one here. So we'll do this one. We'll answer some questions. Or actually, I'll answer a few now. Let's see. So, okay. So Nick Photography says, I've started watching your content since 1 month, and it was very helpful. I am making $1,000 since 2 months, and I wanted to scale it to 10x. What should I do? And how to create a business model for this? So Nick, I'll be honest with you. That's awesome that you've made $1,000 in 2 months and you want to scale that to $10,000. That's fantastic. Stick with it. You know, getting really good and making a lot of money on Fiverr takes time. You got to build your brand, your social proof. I would stick with it. If things are working for you, you've made $1,000 in 2 months, see what you've made at the end of the next 10 months. So after a year, see what your growth has looked like, and then maybe try to find ways that you can optimize your workflow to save time so you're making more money for your time. Find ways to offer more value so you can charge more, things like that. But if you've already made $1,000 in 2 months, you're off to the right track. Just keep it up, see where it goes. Good work. All right. So Colleen Smith says, I just started on Fiverr and I would like to know how I can get my gigs noticed. So Colleen, thanks for the comment. How you can get your gigs noticed is like a question we could talk about for hours, but to save you some time, if you're new to this channel, there's a ton of videos on this channel that talk about ranking your gig, how to rank your gig using search. You should check those out. And how to get a lot of impressions. I think there's a video called How to Get 100,000 Impressions on Fiverr. It's an older one, so the video quality is not so good, but check those out. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments of those videos. I try my best to answer every comment, and that should be a good start for you. So good luck. All right. So Martina says, I'm a photo editor. Is there any way that Fiverr can watermark the photos I send when clients ask to see a sample with their own pics? Sometimes they disappear without saying anything. Martina, I think you should probably put the watermark on. I know when you put photos into your Fiverr portfolio section, you get the Fiverr watermark. But if you're sending samples to clients, you probably want to get those watermarks going yourself. Because what I'd imagine happening is these people who are ghosting are probably just taking the pictures and they got some free work. Nobody likes that. A good question. All right, so we'll do a review. We'll jump into some more comments. So we got David Arogunre from Nigeria. Nice picture, man. I like the shirt. I am a writer who is very good with grammatical constructions. I have a flair for editing and proofreading text and can also help you do reviews of your apps and website. And also make websites with HTML and CSS as well as designs with Figma. This guy, you do a lot of stuff. You're a writer, you're a proofreader, and you can do website design. Pretty cool. Good description. Kind of a jack of all trades there. So which gig do I want to look at here? So you got a transcription gig, website gig, proofread, edit, UI. UI could be good. Let's look at the UI one because I know UI is pretty big right now. So I will create UI for your app or website. So I haven't looked at UI gigs for a while. I would probably say something like, I will optimize the UI for your app, or I will provide UX/UI design services for your app or website. This is just based on the fact that I see a lot of job postings lately for those types of things, UI, UX design. And I'd probably want that keyword in the title, like UI design, UX design, UI consultant, something like that. Let's take a look at this profile piece. This is, I'm no expert. This is pretty basic stuff, but it looks good. Looks like a good app. I would maybe try to put a couple more portfolio pieces, like of a couple other sample projects you've done, but looks like you do what you say. And for $13, someone looking for an app design, I think that is great. So let's get into the description. Services you'll get from this gig: deliver a pixel perfect customized UI, can source files from Figma, PNG, JPEG, free font, fast delivery, 100% satisfaction guaranteed, and quick response. All right. What do I need from you? Wireframes, screenshots or rough sketches also work. Your brand, company name, color palettes if you have one. We are not developers. We don't code. We design how your app will look like your image. Please contact us first before ordering. Okay, good disclaimer. I think this is a good description. Only thing, maybe I would add like a little paragraph at the top, just kind of talking about who you are, your experience, why they should hire you. Because all this stuff you have is really good at describing what you do and what you need from them. But there's no real selling happening in this description. And typically in the gig description, you're trying to sell your gig. So you're doing a great job explaining what your gig does, but maybe spin the wheels a little bit on explaining why they should hire you. Examples of projects you've done in the past, why you're good at what you do, things like that. But overall, I think this is a pretty good gig. Maybe add a little bit more portfolio pieces, some different styles of UI to give people an example, because maybe if they don't want this like really light white and blue theme, they might not like that. But looks good, man. Thanks for submitting your gig. I hope you get an order soon. I noticed you didn't have any reviews yet. So if you're not getting any orders, there's a video on my channel, how to use email marketing to speed things up. Maybe check it out if that's something you want to do. Just saying, it's totally up to you, but I think you want to make money. I do, so check it out. All right. Next one here. Kabir, creative, committed, confident. Got the little movie star thumbnail. It looked really good, man. Good picture. Description: I'm Kabir Suri, professional, energetic, and effective independent freelancer who knows how to work as a team. Really passionate about my work and what I'm offering. Feel free to message me anytime. Cool, but you didn't tell us what you did, what you do in this description. And I can see here like Da Vinci, stuff like that, but use this profile section if you can to just put a little one-liner. I can do cinematic color grading, video editing, stuff like that. You got a lot more space. You could probably put 3 times as much text in this description. I would maybe use a little bit more of that space to show people what you do a little bit better. But overall, good profile so far. And you got 105 5-star reviews, so nothing to sniff at. So this is your cinematic color grading gig. Pretty cool. Yeah, you know what you're doing. So let's look at the title here. I will do cinematic color grading, video editing, or color correction. So I think this gig's trying to do a lot of stuff. I would probably separate the color grading and color correction into one gig and the video editing into another gig, because those could be 2 different types of buyers, right? Like a YouTube content creator like me, I just do talking head videos. I don't color grade my videos. If I was looking for a video editor, I would just be looking for a video editor. But if you're, looking at YouTube channels like Peter McKinnon or these like really cinematic filmmaker type channels, they want color grading. They need color grading. They need color correction. You got 2 different audiences. So I would maybe make this 2 different gigs. But you have 79 ratings and an order in the queue. Maybe you don't want to mess with this gig. Maybe just create a specific gig for video editing, see how it performs. Maybe it helps you get more orders. Just my 2 cents. All right, so let's read this description here. Every project comes with a different challenge, so feel free to message me first to discuss all your needs and requirements. My services include color matching, color grading, color manipulation, noise reduction, stabilization, sharpening, film grain. Okay, cool. About me: experience and professional colorist plus a video editor, working majorly on DaVinci Resolve Studio, can work on footage from log to GoPro, RAW, etc. Cool. What do I offer? Music videos, films, documentaries, trailers, wedding videos, drones, commercials, custom LUTs, much more. I would say YouTube videos. YouTube's huge, right? We're watching this on YouTube. A lot of people do YouTube. Maybe put that in there. Why me? Level 2 Fiverr seller with 5-star ratings. Fiverr recommended. That's cool. Not satisfied. No problem. That will great. I don't like the whole free work thing, but it's up to you. building long-term relationships. Okay. So what will you receive? High quality video that's ready to be published and presented whenever you wish. Please send a message to discuss details and correct pricing for good. This is a fantastic gig. Not really much, I would say, to change here. Maybe add YouTube as something you do. That's a big niche. I don't like money back guarantees or like unlimited revisions, or I will recreate for free. Personally, I charge for revisions above and beyond what's included. So that's just me. But overall, this is a fantastic gig. So good work. Thank you so much for submitting it for review. I hope this was helpful. And if not, I hope it at least pump your tires to make you feel like you're doing an awesome job, because you are. All of you are so far. That's awesome. All right, my guy, Ali. All right, let's get a couple of the chats and then we'll get into this review. So Robert asked, what is considered a strong weekly gig conversion rate? Rob, this is going to be different for everybody. Mine is probably less than 1%. It really is going to depend, and it fluctuates every week. So I can't really give you a good answer here. Hassan says, yeah, I will execute it. Thanks again, and I'm going to revamp my profile through your awesome videos. You're doing a great job, man. Your profile looked really good. I just give feedback where I can. Keep up the good work, man. I'm so happy to see you on the stream. Okay, so Nikhil. This looks like a repeat, so I'm just going to skip that. Oh, we got Phil. His gigs in the queue up here. How do I rank my gig again? So Phil, there's a couple videos on my channel talking about ranking your gig on Fiverr, how to beat the Fiverr algorithm. I'm not going to talk about it here because I want to go to bed. It's getting kind of late, so I'm going to finish these reviews, but there are videos on the channel that you can check out. All right, so Ali, love the flow, man. Great headshot, nice beard. Here to turn your ideas into reality. Cool, 8 5-star ratings. That's a great start. So here's the description. I have a knack of tackling challenges head on. I have worked in the industry for over 5 years and I'm aware of various nooks and crannies of copy and content writing. Okay, cool. My skills stretch to various content types, including product descriptions, email copy, website content, and blogs. Looking forward to working with you. I'm here to copyright content that will help you generate organic traffic, whether you need to write an article, a blog post, or even if you need creative assistance with about content or copywriting, then I'm your guy. Feel free to get in touch. That's an amazing description. Really good job. I wouldn't change anything. I think that's fantastic. That's awesome. So we're going to go into email copy because that is what I primarily do on Fiverr. So I'm a bit of an expert on the topic. I'm a Fiverr pro after all. I'm not like super arrogant. I'm just joking. But I will write captivating email copy in 24 hours. Cool. In 24 hours, I don't know if that adds anything to the title there. I would say something like, I will write sales email copy or email marketing copy, or I will write email copy that converts. I think those are all pretty good relevant keywords. That's my 2 cents. As for the picture here, I think this is good. I recommend this type of a strategy where you kind of put what the gig is and then a couple points on what you can do. So emails that sell, emails that convert, emails with a high click rate. I think that looks pretty good. And I thought this was really clever, the little Apple email icon. Cool. So let's see this description. If you wish to attract your audience with the help of compelling emails, then I'm your guy. I'm a professional in the copywriting industry for more than 5 years now. I understand how to intrigue an audience with intriguing words, so let me write the emails for your marketing campaign so that it can reach its peak performance. I will also help make sure you have high open rates with the help of enticing headlines. What I offer: compelling headlines, friendly tone, connect with your audience, swift delivery, quick revisions. So get in touch with me today and let's get to work. So I think that's a pretty good description. I mean, you obviously know how to write. I would say maybe give it a little bit more love. Like, this is great. All of what's in here is great, but what types of emails can you write? I can help your company book meetings. I can help your company find leads. I can help your recruiting company recruit more talent or find more jobs to post. I would put some stuff like that just to give the buyer some ideas of, where you can help, because that might help them make the decision to hire you. But overall, great gig. You are a really good writer from what I can see. I like the image. I think this is all pretty good. That's the only thing here. Your description here, I would give it some love to maybe describe a little bit more of the types of copy you can do. But overall, really good work. Looking forward to seeing you as a Fiverr Pro email copywriter soon. We'll be competitors. Good job. Thanks for the submission, man. All right, so we got our guy Rob, who I saw had a comment. So I'll answer his comment before we go into his gigs. So Robert says, would you recommend creating more than one gig for your top selling gig as a strategy to get even more traffic? I don't really create the same gig more than once unless I can make it differentiate in a certain way. So I have a couple of different email copy gigs, some that are specific to like getting YouTube sponsorships, some that are more general sales and email copy. But no, I feel like the algorithm would probably recognize that they're identical or close to identical. I don't really create more than one version of my top selling gig, at least not in the same form. Like I'll try to niche it differently or target different niches, but good question. All right, so I'll get to a couple more of these questions and then we'll review Rob Wright's copy. All right, so Testy Heaven says, I'm a fresh web developer freelancer, but I'm also kind of lost on how to start creating gigs that will get clicks. So if your first question I have is, if you're a fresh web developer, does that mean you're new to web development? If so, I would get really good at it before I start selling that. But to create gigs that get clicks, you want to create gigs that rank. To create gigs that rank, we have a bunch of videos on this channel you can watch. I would check them out. Type how to rank your gig on Fiverr. You'll probably come across a bunch. Nikhil says, best payment method to withdraw money from Fiverr. I don't know. I think it's different in every country. What is my take on unlimited revisions? I don't like them. I don't like to work for free. And I know that some people, when they hear unlimited revisions, they're going to try to get you to give them unlimited revisions. Not for me. I like to get paid for my time. So Abhinav says, bro, how can I get order in Fiverr? By providing value and creating an awesome gig, my guy. Check out some of the videos on the channel. Ravindu, hi, bro. I'm from Sri Lanka. What's up, my friend? Okay. Last question before we get into the review. So Mehedi says, does it really hurt your gig SEO rating when you change the title? Whether or not it really hurts your SEO, I can't really say because I don't know what the old title is and I don't know what the new title is. Will it affect your SEO? Probably. If you're changing the keywords, you might rank differently. But will it really hurt? I don't know. It's going to depend on how good of a title it is, what it's going from and what it's going to become when you change it. But it's a good question. Typically, if a gig is performing really well, I won't change anything. Like some of my main gigs, I don't really change the titles or the descriptions, and it's been a long time just because they're performing and I don't want to mess that up. But good question. All right, so Rob writes copy. Good headshot, looking sharp. Description. Hey there, friend. Copywriting started out as a way to pay my rent in college, and now it's a lifestyle. My name is Robert Dish, and I am an experienced copywriter trained by one of the best copywriters in the world, Joshua Boswell. I don't really know who that is, but cool. My passion for writing complements the demand for storytelling and selling. I have years of experience in brand copywriting, lead generation, SEO strategy, consumer research, and some graphic design. Awesome. I also have a bachelor's degree in public relations from the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater. Message me today to get started. Awesome bio, man. I think we have kind of a similar backstory. So I started as a copywriter because I just wanted to write like a novel. My goal was to become like a writer that gets paid, and I realized I sucked at writing, so I started practicing copywriting, and here I am now literally paying my mortgage with it. So I wish you the best of luck, man. And it sounds like you have a lot of different skills, so really excited to get into your gig. But so far this profile is looking great. So which one should we go for? I got to go with email copy because that's what I do. So it's a little bit of the competition, looking at the competition, but happy to help. I will write persuasive email copy and sales copy worth opening. I like that subject line. I like putting, when it comes to email copy is a good keyword. Sales copy is another keyword. And then you put the little worth opening in there. You're going to write emails that get opened. That's what people want. I think that's a good subject or gig title. Good job. So gig image, email marketing, persuasive email writing, 100 plus list of proven headlines. Okay. So I might change that. So nobody likes to know that they're getting an email that any part of it's coming from like a scratch file or like a templated message. I would say maybe I know what works for headline, or I will write compelling headlines. Saying you're pulling them from a list kind of cheapens the experience maybe and might cause you to get lower offers. Totally up to you, but I would make this all feel like it's custom if it is. Emotional trigger words, cool. Email copy that converts, important. High open and click-through rates. That's what everyone wants. Okay, this is a great image and a great subject line so far. I love this. The one-hit wonder, the salesman, the three musketeers. Awesome. I love those package names. Okay, so about this gig, your open and click rates aren't improving from your sales email. Wait, did I miss something? No. Your open and click rates aren't improving from your sales email. You keep hearing email marketing works, but you're not getting results. You're in need of a professional email writer. Good news. I'll write persuasive email copy for you and be your email writer. I'm an experienced email writer you can trust. My sales email is perfect for emails that sell the click, converting cold or warm leads, retargeting to past customers, sharing exciting company news, increasing leads and sales, generating traffic to your site, creating personalized sales content, and high converting SEO sales copy and more. So far, this is awesome. What you'll get in your sales email: persuasive email copy and sales copy, curiosity-driven headlines, compelling storytelling for email copy and sales copy, a clear call to action, and an experienced email writer. All right. Reliable email writer. I am an easygoing guy who gets along great with customers. I am the go-to email writer for all my repeat customers. Are you ready to see what my persuasive email and sales copy can do for you? If you want motivated customers ready to buy after reading your email, let's talk. Don't just take my word for it. Check out my sales email reviews below. Order your sales email today. Rob, man, this is a fantastic gig. I love the title. Always a fan of a headshot. You got yourself here in the image as well. And this is a rock solid description. The literal only thing I would change here is 100 plus list of proven headlines. Nobody likes to feel like their copy or content is being pulled from a list. I know that for a fact. And that might, I don't know. Like I have encountered some buyers who have specifically asked whether or not any of this has been used in the past, and it's important that I tell them no. Every email is written from scratch. Your packages are hilarious. The salesman, the one-hit wonder. I think this is solid, man. I think you're off to a great start. I love seeing another copywriter submitting his gig to me, and man, I really hope you crush it. Fun fact, I just forgot, I was thinking about this. You went to University of Wisconsin Whitewater. I used to sell to that school for one of the tech companies that I worked at as an account executive, or no, actually as a business development rep. So small world. I hope you had a good time there, but thank you so much for submitting your profile to me for review, man. It's awesome, and I hope you crush it. And I know you mentioned making $2,000 a month selling copy. I hope you can do it, man. It's a lot of fun, and Fiverr is an awesome opportunity. I would go all in, or gradually go all in if I were you. So good job, man. All right, so we got one more. Phil Keys. Before we get into Phil, last but not least, I'm going to go through a couple more of the chats. So we got Jessica. I always watch your videos, but still not getting enough sales. Hoping you review my gig. Jessica, happy to review your gig. Email it to me. There's an email you can find on my About page. Email it to me. I go through all the emails in the order that they come in. So if you email it to me, I will take a look, and one day I will review it. So thanks for joining the stream. Jack, where do you submit it? My email is mikenarditv@gmail.com. Shoot me an email. Ayush says, how many chances are there that you can get an order through buy request? I really don't know. And then we got just some other people asking about how you can submit your gig. Send me an email. It's on the About page of my YouTube channel. Okay. So Phil Keys, piano, keyboard player, pianist, producer. I love this headshot, man. I love it. Arms crossed, dramatic lighting. Looks really cool. Description: why choose me? Number one, versatile piano player in all styles. I offer original track with full rights, quick response to your messages, personal treatment, value customer jobs, patience, and ability to understand your ideas. Great work relationship. Cool, man. I'm excited to see this. Oh, it says all original tracks. I'm going to listen to one of these. So his main one here is I record keyboard, organ, jazz, piano, music, beer, piano player. So let's hear this. If it plays. Cool. I'm not going to listen to the whole thing for sake of time. I'm getting tired, but sounds professionally recorded. Look like the real deal. Let's read the gig. Hello, I'm a professional piano / keyboard player with over 20 years of training and experience. I will provide you the keys part for your song. I play many styles like pop, gospel, R&B, hip hop, funk, EDM, jazz, and many more. My process will be that you send me the track, sync to a BPM tempo or not, and tell me about what you need me to record. I'll record all the needed keys in sync with the track and send you a rough mix for a revision. When you are happy with the recordings, I will send the tracks in the required format. Almost 100% of my recordings are made with excellent virtual instruments that we can have today. That gives me the option of changing the sound or tweaking them after the performance is the right one. My turnaround time is typically 2 to 3 days, but if you're in a rush, 24 hours, contact me and I'll let you know if I can do it faster. I don't know what all these lines are here. If they don't serve a purpose, I would remove them. It's just kind of like a waste of space. If you have any questions, just let me know. I will answer them as quickly as I can. I think this is a good gig, man. You obviously are killing it. 308 5-star ratings. Sounds like you are an experienced pianist with, obviously some skill. I think this is a good gig. Really good. I wouldn't really change much on this. You got a lot of portfolio pieces here for people to listen to, which is cool. A lot of these are from reviews. This looks fantastic. I think this is great. Don't change anything. I think you're doing a great job. All right, so last one. Kathy, this is a great learning gig from Mike. Thanks. Kathy, my pleasure. Thanks for joining the stream. All right, everyone. I'm going to jump off. I'm really tired. It's like 11:30 where I am. Thank you, everyone who joined the stream. I'll be doing another one really soon, and I'm actually planning a couple of streams with some other Fiverr seller YouTubers, one of which I've had on the channel in the past and one of which I haven't, but really cool guys. Look out for that in September and October. We're going to do a couple of Ask Me Anythings, AMAs, so you guys can ask any questions that you have, obviously relevant to Fiverr, and we'll be happy to answer them. So thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe. I post videos every Monday and Wednesday and the occasional live stream. So until next time, take it easy, everyone.